Yeah, they train them different now. Never used to take them 100 miles. They used to take them 20 miles. But I don't. When I train my birds, I take them in a flock the first 2 times. After that, one at a time. I don't win, but they're here all the time. You know.
I think today a lot of people have lost the passion. I think of the sport.
The sport. All they want to do is
Win.
win, and points. I'm so happy when I see mine coming. You know.
Yeah.
You raise them as little babies, and you raise them up. You know, and you say, well, we're going to see what this guy will do. You know. And if you get one good one, you say, boy, look at that. But a lot of them aren't any good.
Yeah. Like me, I don't own the birds. I just let them go. They're not my birds.
Yeah, Louis got some good birds.
Yeah.
I got 4 of his over here now. That Toma had them down there, and he went to California, and he gave me some. Scotty got some too.
You guys have a lot of experience. My brothers have won a lot of races.
Oh yeah.
But you guys share.
I'll tell you why.
People who lose don't like to share.
No, I don't matter to me. But I'll tell you why. If you live in the right place.
Yeah.
You gotta live on the water.
Oh yeah.
Louis moved to Logan. He
No.
used to bring his birds over here. I had 20 birds. He had a ton of them. I used to train him. I would even beat him. And he had all them birds. So he didn't like that too good.
I know that.
So he moved back up in Bonita by the water because they come down the water, you know.
That's true. Location's important.
Now they don't want to fly with those guys. They want a single liberation, which is no good for anybody inland, because if you send 10 birds and they send 100, that 100 is coming out of water and yours is with them. They ain't pulling out.
Yeah, and yours are flying. They're flying 250. You're flying, 350, 400.
So mine go down past and then they come back. And then Scotty's is with mine, and then his will go down. Every race, 4 minutes. By the time I get my birds, Scotty got his. Because it's down, up.
But at the same time, I think you guys the guys who are complaining about that problem, shouldn't take it to heart, because it's a sport, and it's not. It takes the joy out of everything,
See, there's a couple guys that want to win all that, and they live in the water. But anyhow, when you get these guys like us inland, if you have a lot of lofts that flying out there, like Sarasota, all them, it makes a difference. When you only got one group of birds coming here,
yeah,
they're all hanging together, and the ones that's in front go down the water and then come back. When you fly with them other guys,
yeah,
they're all mixed up more. They don't get that like that.
Okay, so you think Naples should fly with Sarasota? Like they should be one combat?
Definitely, they should fly with all them guys.
Yeah, the Sarasota people. I was up in Sarasota on the last race, and the guys in Sarasota want to race with Naples.
Well, they win all the time.
That's
win. Why these guys don't? Because they're on the water and they're first.
Yeah, and they're only flying 250.
Yeah, right.
You guys are 100 miles behind.
Right. But these guys don't like it.
But hold on now. There's been years where people in Fort Myers and Naples have won. They've won down here, and they've beat the people up there.
Yeah, once in a while. It depends on the wind.
It depends on the wind.
Yeah. It depends on the wind. But where we live, Scotty and I, and over there, you can't.
Too far out.
Yeah, but I don't care.
No.
1980, 84, 84 or 85. There was nobody flying here.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Who were the original
Just
people?
me.
Just you.
I was flying with them guys.
You had to take it up. How far you have to take it?
I took them up to Fort Myers every Friday night.
How many people were flying in Fort Myers back then?
About 14.
14.
And I was flying with them and them other guys. And I was the only one here.
Yeah.
Flying birds, I did fantastic. George and all them guys
Yeah.
would come over every Saturday and sit over here and watch my birds come home. Like a bullet. Because I was the only one
Yeah.
coming from there down with them guys. I sold, I don't know how many birds to all them guys down there. George Alvarez,
Yeah.
I sold them a lot of birds. Gigi and all. And they all won average speed and all that from down there with them birds.
Yeah.
I had to come back 6 years later from here. But you gotta fly with a whole group, to be honest with you.
I think next year we're gonna see Naples fly as a group.
It's just like when you fly singles like this, when you let last, your liberation to down here and no other birds with them, that's like flying one loft. They wouldn't have done any good anyhow. But the sun was shining. It was early in the morning. They wanted 7:30. I let them go at 7:15 because I wanted to get out of there.
I don't think
they'll always be complaining about something.
We've seen that.
But now the sport has all changed. All changed. I got a guy here. He's from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
He's down at the trailer park down east. He's way down East Staples.
Yeah.
And he flies one of the best birds in the country up there. He won $21,000 here in California not long ago.
Yeah.
And he comes down here. He comes over here and we talk. And he sent me a pair of babies. Out of that pair that he won 21,000 out of.
Yeah.
They don't do any good here.
So how many years have you been flying?
Well, I had birds all my life just about, but racing birds I probably 75 years
Yeah.
flying birds. And
Since you were 9 years old? That's what Scotty said?
yeah, well, I had birds when I was 9, but I didn't race because when I was about, I don't know, 13 or 14, I raced. But I was real young and I didn't only have a couple of birds, but they let me fly. We used to pay 50 cents a bird to go on a railroad station. You had to go down to the railroad station with the birds.
Yeah.
And they would put them on and the agent would take them down a track and you'd tell them what time you want to let them go in the morning down at the station. They let them go,
That's why in Belgium the sport was able to develop into what it is today, the racing aspect. Because that's when they first had the railroad tracks. That's what facilitated.
Yeah, all railway. Yeah. But they did a good job and they would bring the crates back too. And,
That was in Ohio?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was a long time ago. We used to have timers, you got electronic, 2 birds. A little case like this, about that, with 2 watches in. One row here and one here, one counter mark here and one here. And when you snap them counter marks in, it would start the clock.
So everybody would go together and at the same time?
No, you just set them all at 12.
Yeah.
Everybody's at 12, no knocking off. And you go home with it. The minute your bird comes home, you slide the counter mark in that hole with a tin thing, and it turns on each side. One starts a clock, and then we got 2 bird timer. That's it. And then they turn this, and it starts that clock. Then you take them down to the club later. They open them up. They're sealed, and they used to make the races like that. You had a book with the calculations, with the speed, not like today.
They have a computer now.
No, nothing. Everybody had a figure with a pencil. But
was it more fun back then than now, you think? Was the sport more fun back then than now?
now it's tough.
It's tough, huh?
Yeah, everything is too
Expensive?
giving them too much vitamins and all that stuff, and it before everybody didn't only fed like scratch feeds because nobody had a lot of money. They never give them good feed like we got today.
Medication,
No, they didn't have that stuff.
vitamins, calcium, all that stuff.
No, they didn't have that. Cod liver oil was about all. Mix it with the feed, you know. But yeah, a lot of different.
I didn't hear that one.
And, yeah,
Who was giving him aspirin?
aspirin and another kind of stuff. I don't know what it was. And
Whoa.
some kind of, I don't know what it was. Some kind of stuff. It was on the TV.
Yeah.
And
And he was winning races
over in Belgium.
in Belgium.
Yeah. Well, they caught him doing it. So
Oh,
with New England Open, you know, the New England Open race,
yeah.
they have like 10,000 birds.
Wow.
But those ones that pull out and go, there was the ones that were first. Then the next race they have in extra, what the heck is it? Another 100 miles further. The following week with the same birds. And a lot of them birds don't even get hardly out of the trailer. They fly around, come back and land on the trailer.
Huh. I've never had that happen.
Yep.
They would fly out, go around, and come back.
Yep. Come back and land on the trailer.
I've never had that happen.
Yeah. I've had it on my car with birds like that.
I've never seen that happen.
I've seen them wait. I've seen good birds round and around and around and around because there were two only, and I leave one or two go. They would not go home. They come even right down by the car, diving by the car. And I leave a few more out, and they all got the way they went. But they know where they're at. When I lived down on 11th Street and I was flying with them guys, I used to win the 500-mile race all the time. And 10 hours and 11 minutes from Atlanta to here. That bird did it 2 times. I agree.
So it's half breeder, half bird.
You gotta feed them good.
You gotta feed them.
Good stuff. It's just like, you know, if you're a runner and you eat nothing but dried food or what, you ain't gonna run good till you give them steak and all that. They do good. I got some birds here from Cuba.
They flew from Cuba here, like lost birds.
I got a nice one, man.
You gotta show us that. So this bird is from Cuba.
Yep. And that one out there is out of the white horse that won in Africa.
The eye is just beautiful. There's 3 of them here. They're the babies.
Yeah.
The one on the bottom?
The one on the bottom.
Is it that one up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the one in the back.
Yeah. They just come out of the nest and what when they were good. That's why I wanted to make a pen on top of the roof so they learn where they're at.
Yeah.
Now they're all them there birds. All these birds are birds I flew
Yeah.
this year. All hens. Every race they flew. You took them.
I took these birds up there. Yeah. Robin did good this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But look at them. Look at them grizzles, man. They are something else. Scotty says, let them out, let them out. I ain't letting them out. That's a cock and that's a cock and that's going to be a hen.
So out of those 3 are from parents from Cuban birds.
Huh?
Out of those 3 are the sons of the Cuban bird.
Yeah. Cuban bird and a white horse hen.
That's interesting.
Look at them. Man, they're fantastic. But all them other birds flew good.
Oh yeah.
But I think, honestly, BT, those 3 are the best birds I've ever owned, I think. I never know, but till you fly them. But They're different. They're different quality.
Is that your little dropper back here?
Yeah. That little dropper saves the day sometimes when they don't want to come down, you know.
You should have seen, you saw that bird that came in from my brother 500, whatever. It lost 2 minutes flying around.
Oh.
Yesterday they had a race in Tampa. Yesterday, Gabriel had a race in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
They got 7th place, but the bird lost 2 minutes.
Oh.
And first place was only 50 seconds away, so if he would have had the first bird,
Wow.
I think it's like a $10,000, $12,000 race.
Yeah.
He lost it because it flew around 2 minutes. And the same thing happened to them in Spring Hill.
Is that right?
Yeah. In other words, they would have won that race yesterday, or the day before. They would have won that race if it hadn't been for just, you know, the bird flying around so much. The guy that won that race in Tampa, we know him. One of my cousins is married to a guy whose family, to the guy that won.
See that splash hen? That blue water white hen?
Yeah.
I raised 4 babies out of her, and I still got them over there. I raised them every week. There's one of Louis' birds. That one with the yellow band on, see him?
Yeah. Is it a GFL or?
That's one of Louis'.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it right here. Right in the corner.
No, this blue one right here.
With the yellow band?
Right there, yeah. That's Louis' bird. Right there.
Your birds look really good.
See this bird?
Yeah.
There were 22 races, 10 races old young birds and 12 races, no, 12 birds, 12 races young birds and 10 races old birds every Friday. I send that bird right there.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of believe in things happening sometime that are unreal. Like that bird that lady had.
Yeah.
Like somebody sent that bird to me to mate with that hen. To get them babies out of there. I honestly believe that. You know. Because that bird could have went anywhere. Did Scotty tell you about the one he got from Dublin, Ireland?
Yeah.
You never know. We had one from London over here too, from England.
Yeah.
But it didn't do any good. My buddies bred it and give it to other people, and they didn't do any good. Well, it had to ride a boat. That's all I know. It got on a ship. He got on a ship and it made it to Miami. And when it got off of there, he thought he was on land before he could get home, and it ended up over here.
Yeah.
I believe that. I don't know. I flew every week.
Mhm.
If I would take them 12 birds, like you take them every, and let them 12 go by themselves, I wouldn't have them today. But when you take them with a flock, and they're healthy, they're stupid even though they're stupid, and they're healthy, they keep up with the flock, and when they get near home, they come home. And you say, boy, that bird really good. Week after week after week. Take him by himself 200 miles and you never see him. How many birds follow 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 good ones in the front? The rest are following them until they get close to home, and then some of them keep going, but some of them go off, and you think, boy, they're good birds. But these birds didn't do nothing but follow them other ones. I believe that.
Like,
I really believe that.
I'm new. I can't afford to race locally. I would like, my brothers, they're giving me good lines, and I want to go for like one loft. You know, every year, I don't have the time either to send him to Spring Hill or to send him somewhere.
Yeah, if you got a good handler and he does them right. But he got to live in the right place too.
Yeah.
Gabriel that had your brothers or birds 10 miles short. He lives in Brookville.
Yeah.
So them birds are coming so fast.
They were
In a
coming
big
from.
flock.
They came from the back.
They had to turn and come back. And
Yeah.
go in.
A lot of them came from the back.
I know. If they ain't up front, you're done. They're just followers.
Yeah. This year, I think the ones that won. I looked at the list. You could stand in Tito. He took me to his loft. From his loft, in his backyard, you could see every single loft that was in the top 7.
From his backyard.
So, I mean, from his backyard, you could see every loft that was in that top 7. What's that tell you? A small group landed right there.
Yeah, they all hung together.
And that's short.
Yeah.
That's real short. They all landed right there. So even if you got the best handler in the world, if he's not in the right place,
I still say that. I know guys that live right off of 75. They had real good birds. But he won all the time, all the time, all the time. He brought them down here and gave it to Sal. Then done nothing. I took some of them and gave it to my buddy up in Ohio. Nothing. But where he lived, they were right there.
and that can change somebody's lives. You know, you're talking about, like, there's this one guy, he had $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. He had, 5 birds in that list. That guy, that changes him.
What's her name? That Gaines?
Yeah.
He had 64 birds in that African race, and he didn't do no good. That's $1,000 a bird.
Wow.
Your brother buys them birds off of him, Gaines.
They have a lot. They're expensive
They
birds.
spend a lot of money.
Yeah.